Welcome to Grammar in Real Life series. In this video, you will learn how to use prepositions of movement like into, across, through, and more. Prepositions of movement are words that describe the direction, path, or destination of something moving from one place to another. Listen and follow along as we go through the meaning of each preposition with sample sentences. This will help you understand them better and give you a chance to practice speaking at the same time. Let's get started.
Into. To move from outside to the inside of a place, container, or area. The boy walked into the classroom. The puppy jumped into the box. The girl ran into the yard. The boy dived into the pool. Out of. To move from the inside of something to the outside. She ran out of the house. The robber jumped out of the window. She took a pen out of her bag. They stepped out of the car. Up. To move to a higher position. We walked up the steps. The boy ran up the hill. Smoke went up the chimney. The squirrel jumped up the fence. Down. To move to a lower position. She walked down the stairs. The spider is crawling down the wall. A tear trickled down her cheek. Soldiers marched down the street. Onto. To move to a position on top of something. The cat jumps onto the table. He stepped onto the stage. The bird flew onto the branch. The man walked onto the bridge. Off. To move away from a surface or place. He will lift the box off the floor. He fell off the ladder. The boy got off the bus. The bird flew off the branch. Over. To move from one side to another by going above something. For example, an obstacle. The ball bounced over the fence. The horse jumped over the log. She stepped over the puddle. The plane flew over the city. Under. To move from one side to the other side, passing beneath something. The baby crawled under the table. The ball rolled under the chair. The mouse ran under the bed. The snake slid under the rock. Away from. To move in a direction that creates distance from something. He moved away from the fire. The boy runs away from the dog. He is turning away from the window. They moved away from the noise. Toward. To move in the direction of something. The boy runs toward his sister. The children ran toward the playground. She walks toward the door. They move toward the exit. Along. To move following the length or direction of something. The couple walked along the beach. He jogged along the path. She strolled along the river. The boat is moving along the coast. Across. To move from one side to the other side of something. The swan swam across the river. The boy runs across the street. A flock of birds flew across the sky. The deer ran across the field. Past. To move beyond something by going by the side of it. The car drove past the school. They cycled past the park. The man hurried past the gate. The car went past the traffic light. Around. To move following a curved line. The children are running around the swing. She walks around the neighborhood. He jogged around the block. The horse is trotting around the field. Through. To move from one side of something to the other, through the middle. The train went through the tunnel. The river flows through the village. They are running through the snow. She walked through the forest.
Now let's focus on shadowing. Listen and speak along with me, copying my pronunciation and speed. This will help you speak more naturally and confidently. Let's begin. Yesterday, I walked out of my office and stepped into the busy street. I went through the crowd and headed towards the bus stop. I got on the bus and then walked down the aisle to find a seat. On the way home, I stepped over a box on the sidewalk and walked past a bakery. I noticed a coin and picked it up off the ground. A car passed too closely, so I moved quickly away from the road. I went around a man selling fruit and then ran across the street before the light changed. Finally, I walked the last few blocks from the bus stop to my house. When I got home, I went up the stairs and unlocked the door. Glad to be back after a long day.